Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone is doing well. I am doing this reading for the full moon in Scorpio. This is a general reading for everybody. And if you want to know what's going on for you individually, I posted it in the new moon readings which for each sign. So go check it out if you want your individual. However, this is a overview or a reading of the vibration, the energy of this full moon in Scorpio. Now, we have the Scorpio full moon and the sun is in Taurus. Both very... Taurus is like fixed, can grind their feet in. And Scorpio is the one that can go deep down in the bowels, more or less. But Scorpio can transform. So what I've done is I have pulled a chakra card, which is the overview, or the main focus. And then, from that point forward, we are going to see what cards I pull to substantiate pulling this particular chakra card. Okay? Okay. So, what I pulled here, we got the third eye chakra, clarity. The third eye, we're talking about visualization, how you see things, clairvoyance, for the good of all, your psychic ability, healing addictions. Now, this also encompasses meditation, dreams, your psychic development, visualization, clarity, awareness, your spiritual insight. But also, if you really think about this third eye, think about your sixth sense. You know, I see dead people. Not saying that you do, but hey, that is that's psychic development, if that's the case, if the shoe fits. And what's good if you are into meditation, so if there's any type of what I think is interesting before I say what I was going to say, with this particular card, this third eye, it's also with your intuition and your perception. Now, Scorpio full moon, Scorpio is very perceptive. So, like I said, Scorpio can go into the bowels and come out with something. So we're thinking about, how do you see things? What is your perception? What is your sixth sense? What vibrations are you picking up on? Now, if there's an imbalance, or if you have some different types of issues, or just to say you're a little out of balance with this particular chakra, I would say meditation would be very good. And meditation with this particular chakra, you can focus on the purple, or if you have an amethyst, I have a small one here. There's a big one right here. I'm not going to lift it because it's kind of heavy. You can use the amethyst as a focal point, or depending on what type of meditation that you're into, like if you want to just lay on the floor, hold it in your hand, put it right on your forehead between your brow, on the third eye chakra. Or you could just, that's not for everybody. Just sit, or you want to sit, be quiet, focus, or visualize on the color purple. Or, you're into some type of moving meditation. But this will be good to, to activate and help bring this chakra back into balance, in addition to keeping it in balance. But pulling this is the ability to experience clarity. It's time to see things clearly and receive the answers you've been searching for. So what have you been searching for? So if we're searching, what I think at this particular Scorpio, like I said, Scorpio can go deep. Scorpio is about transformation. So use this time to tune in and find a way, if there is some type of block or something is blocking your perception, find a way to unblock it. Like I suggest meditation, but then at the same time, what you can also do is, if you're into visualization, yoga, or maybe painting, that could be something, the colors. These are things that help you focus on. That could help, bring some things back into balance. But the third eye point is energy that, like I said, it just awakens your intuition. And this is a good time with the Scorpio moon to clear any confusion around stressful situations, work, your love life, and we're in stressful times. So everyone's feeling it to some degree. Like I said, this is really a matter of degree, being the times that we are in at the present moment. So work on receiving or getting that clarity, and you'll feel a deeper sense of self and well-being. So this is the focal point. Basically, that's pretty much what this reading is about. This particular, using the Scorpio full moon to gain clarity in our situation. Now, I pulled a few cards here, and since this is a general reading, take what applies, and whatever don't, leave it there, okay? But first I got the devil. The devil, strong-willed, you think of somebody like a control freak. However, with pulling this particular card at this particular time, I really wonder if whatever we feel is holding us hostage or triggering our ego, is that someone or something the problem? Or is it how we see the situation? Because even though this is the devil, we're looking at primal energy that can be somewhat compulsive. All right? Now, with that said, this Scorpio, since Scorpio can be so intense, I guess, people are worried about their jobs, they're worried about their finances, they're worried about the safety or the future of their children. I mean, there's 101 rabbit holes you can go down. And with all these things possibly on our minds, how are we looking at the situation? Now, if this has to do with your love life, I would say for some, if there's some type of imbalance right now, maybe you're into some type of unhealthy relationship where it's not based on a spiritual connection, it's more a physical connection. That's a form of bondage, right? Or maybe because where you're looking at things, you now want to drink, drugs, whatever. That's a type of bondage. So how are you looking at your situation? Now, this card could be escapism. This is what we don't want to get into, but there could be some type of escapism. Now, going back to like love, or you in a relationship with someone who's selfish and abusive, unfaithful, or is it just based on lust? And if it has to do with your finances, are you driven and your only motivation is money? You know what they say. Only you can answer that. But at this particular moon, now, are these things that hold you bondage, that primal energy is not a higher love, a spiritual connection, it's just lust? or it's just money for the sake of having money. And how are you seeing things? Now, is this part of your ego? You're reacting because now you don't have that control over the situation, or the way you see your life going right now, you are reacting. Or in another situation, it could be a power play. So maybe there's someone you're in conflict with and it's a power play and you both have a lot of ego. I'm just saying. How are we looking at the situations in our lives right now? So also with this Taurus sun and this Scorpio moon, we have to look at all our relationships. Work, love, play. Is it a power play, push-pull, or is it abuse where, you're supposed to serve me and kiss the ring? I'm just saying. Now, we also got the Hermit. Now, if you are acting out of ego, or if you just feel bound because the situation is what it is, this is a time. Now, let me just go back and say, now this could have, you could be going through this, gone through it, or getting ready to go through it. But once you experience that, to whatever degree, because everyone's in different places, that is a sign. When you look in deeper into your motivations as to what is motivating you to tap into the lower realms, that primal, like just sex, drugs, I'm just using those examples, power, money. What is your motivation? So the Hermit is asking you to use this Scorpio moon to delve deep into yourself, do some soul searching, and do some meditation. You see, he is about being prudent and circumspect. So if this is about a love relationship, let go of the old so that you can move forward from anything that has you an unhealthy emotional attachment. If it has to do with your finances, if you are a gambler or you want to invest, I would like to say this card is, at this time, use some caution and prudence. But this is a time of introspection, which is great at this Scorpio moon. So this is really, really quite beautiful, even though, when we think about the devil, it's usually ego or power plays. Okay? So, however you're seeing your situation, are you acting out of ego, or are you trying to pull the power play, or are people doing that towards you? So, use this time for some introspection and gain some clarity on your own motivations. Because, hey, obviously you sick and tired. It's like you done. This is like just done. But on some level, I would say, look at what you're worried about. What is your concern? And use that Hermit energy to determine exactly why you may be feeling overwhelmed or what is bringing you stress. Now, we all know what's on the news and things like that. That's the bigger picture, but that underlying, that's keeping you from looking at the situation to look for the opportunities, because there are opportunities around. But you have to bring yourself up out of this feeling of angst so that you could see clearly. Now, the good thing, this is the 10, because this is at the end. So this could be, if you're in a love relationship, someone could be worried about you. But then on the other hand, are you in a relationship where it could be abusive, or basic, I should say abusive, someone's basically a bully. It's always their way or no way. And if you look at that, do you want that type of relationship? That's the devil. That's the devil card right there, you know? Now, if it has to do with money, maybe right now at work, if you're out of work, or you're not happy in your position, or maybe that devil, you work with that devil and you just like really had enough, I urge you to meditate, paint, do something that will help you gain some clarity on your situation. And then also you'll see some new possibilities. Ooh, excuse me, I had the hiccups. And look for those new possibilities. But first you got to look at really, what are you stressed about? And what I would say with all this, look for the things that you can be grateful for. Look for the things that bring joy to your life. Look for those things and focus your energy on that. Because, you know, these swords is of the mind. So you may be just like thinking too much. So think of the things that bring joy to your life at this particular time. And then what's interesting, it's like 5 of fire. This is about what makes you tick. 5 is about conflict. And the way all these cards are going, honestly, I think this is more inner conflict. You know, you're focusing more on what's going on outside of you versus what's going on inside of you. This 5 also coincides with the devil if you think about egos and personalities, or is there some type of competition? You know, now if this is about money, I urge you to be careful about any information you receive about finances. And if this has to do with a love relationship, I would say you're probably unsure about your feelings. So you need to gain some clarity. This Scorpio moon is the perfect time to delve deep into yourself and ask yourself that hard question. What makes me tick? What brings me joy? What stirs my passion? What makes me want to get up in the morning? All these cards really are just leading to that deeper question, what's deep inside of you? Now, I pulled the rainbow Mayanite, this crystal. Now, this would be an excellent crystal to use at this time also for meditation. And the reason I say that, because this particular crystal stimulates all the chakras, okay? And this is like a bridge between all the chakras. This is encouraging you to let go, or letting go attunes you to a realm of infinite possibilities. Recognize how your soul is maneuvering you on your true pathway. So some of these things that, you know, ego power, retrospect, why are you feeling the way that you do, or why do you feel like you just want to quit and give up? What makes you tick? It's ironic that it's all at this time at the Scorpio moon, because this is about transformation. This is a time to transform. This is a time to transform your physical stamina, your ability, your well-being. And this crystal is good with any negative emotional patterns. So you could use this to meditate on also. And what is your spiritual connection? Your energetic vibrations. This is opening up to that oneness, one consciousness. This also has a very strong connection to the Earth Star chakra, which is the chakra that's right under the root chakra. So if we think root chakra at this time, especially with all this mental fire energy going on, it's good to work your root chakra also. So I would encourage you to make sure you're getting proper rest, eating decent meals, eating a good source of protein, and that could be beans and vegetables. Get your rest, get some exercise. And if you can, go hug a tree. It's getting warm now. Go admire nature, get in touch with nature. That will help with your clarity. It'll help with you feeling more supported universally. So I want to encourage you all to take time for yourself. And whatever this is, this energy is to be used so that we can all transform. And we're all at different levels and get going on what's going on in the world. We're all feeling things on a certain vibrational level. So this Scorpio full moon is giving us the opportunity to evaluate and transform. So let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. And also go back and listen to the new moon readings for each sign. Alright? This is Sister Omi. Peace.